Good morning, almost the afternoon already in some places, already the afternoon in some places. Welcome to the fifth place matchup in the Open Division, where we see the chant of Bologna. BFD LaFotta. Of course, our camera, I think, is a little bit confused and not sure what to do. You've probably also seen some shots of shirtless German man from Wall City, not only German, I'm sure, walking across your screen in preparations of this game. This game is going to get underway right about now, I think. We are almost getting started in this Open Division matchup. Fifth place, like I said, BFD LaFotta taking on Wall City. Yeah, should be very interesting. I think they have played Elite Invite last year. Yes, and Wall City won against... No, sorry, lost to LaFotta 12-15. And once again, Wall City, BFD, LaFotta 10-14. Yeah, Open Division has been very exciting considering that we've had some more classics of Mooncatchers and LaFotta in the pool play. But that was actually not what brought LaFotta into this particular game, and playing for the fifth place is maybe not something that LaFotta boys are used to. But yes, to tell you a bit of a history of what has happened in the tournament for these two teams, that they actually met each other here. BFD LaFotta won Alba comfortably, the Scottish Open team, 15-7 as the first pool game. Then they've lost to Mooncatchers in another thriller, 12-11, Universe Point. How exciting, what a surprise. Not sarcastic. No sarcasm there. BFD LaFotta 14-12 against Chevron Action Flash. It's been an exciting semi-final yesterday with Chevy featuring Chevy having an exciting matchup against, I think it was... Ooh, gonna tell you very quickly who that was. Mooncatchers, yes, Chevy Mooncatchers. That was a very exciting game. I do recommend you to watch that again if you have the opportunity. And then, of course, LaFotta lost to Jan and won against Alba once again to get into this particular matchup. So losing to Gentle in the quarterfinals dropped them in the bottom four of this bracket, and winning against Alba took them into this particular position of playing for the fifth place, where LaFotta is starting pretty comfortably with a hold of their own, with a nice and long shot. We don't have the live scoring for this particular game just yet, but I'm sure we gonna get it set up very quickly, and I will be able to bring you a little bit more stats, of course, on this game. But I'm sure that you know many of these players and you have seen them play many a times, surely. Wall City also have a slightly shorter roster over here. And they also had a very interesting matches up. Some very interesting matches for sure. Lost to Clapham in their first pool game, 15-14 in a thriller. that was a thriller. That is for sure. Again, once again, recommended to watch. I do recommend you to watch that again. It's been an exciting game there. Jet Set Open, World City, 15-11. A win for them. World City Gentle actually playing the finals later today. And World City did win against them in 14-12 matchup in the pool play. But after that, slightly different story. Lost to Chevron Action Flash, lost to Chevy in the quarterfinals to find themselves in the bottom half of the 1-8 bracket of the bracket. Then won against Jet Set to find themselves in the upper part of the bottom part of the bracket. Let's put it this way. And to match up against BFT LaFotta for this fifth game matchup. They haven't played in this tournament just yet, which of course makes it ever more exciting to see some new matches up. If you are wondering about the algorithm and the ranking system and all these shenanigans, can't tell you what the prediction is because Wall City does not have any ranked game before this tournament. So yeah, algorithm doesn't know who Wall City are and what they can do, and as you've heard by the results, by the earlier results of the tournament, they can do very good things. Bringing Clapham to Universe Point, winning against Gentle, who actually progressed to win, are progressing to play the finals against Mooncatchers. A little bit later today on a different field. Yeah, Wall City, they do have some surprises. Unfortunately, well, unfortunately, maybe fortunately, Wall City definitely need to go into the box of surprises and find a surprise break against Bologna, because Bologna already did that to them. And Bologna are scoring the first offensive blood and the defensive blood, actually. So LaFotta Wall City at the moment is 2-0. First point, offensive hold, was scored by Santucci, Giovanni Santucci, assisted by Gasperini. Second point, the break, Gatti to Comirato for that score. Wall City now hopefully not going to be overthinking that too much and going to be able to find their feet under themselves and find some offensive points. I'm sure they will. I hope that it won't take them too long. Very good movement. Now finally Schlor threads the needle almost to the edge of the end zone, and then Ridlo to Ricketts for the score. Finally opens up the puts Wall City on the board with a 2-1. Looking at one break deficit, but I'm sure they will be looking at rectifying that quite quickly. So Andrzej Ridlo is actually a Czech player. If you're wondering, that name does not sound German, it is not, because he is from Prague, 13 years of playing experience, 29 years of age, and yeah, he got to know Ultimate through Scout Boys. Through Scouts. Oh, and he saw some highlights. And they started playing together. Wow. He's have some exciting pedigree and playing in some other places. Nice. Good for him to find himself on the roster of Wall City. Now, back to this game. We've got quick movement by LaFotta. Still stifled a little bit by the defensive pressure of Wall City, but still finding now themselves on the far sideline. Still finding pretty open players and the cuts, and a very, very quick movement now. Getting a little bit more, getting a bit faster. Gasperini with the disc. Swings it to Vozzi. Back to Gasperini. Who gets it to... Oh, sorry, that was not Gasperini. Now Gasperini to his teammate into the end zone for another score, another clean hold. So now looks like both of the teams are finding their feet. No more turnovers either side. So 2 clean points in a row for both of these sides. We are at 3-1. Gasperini to Rossi for that score. Lots of interesting stats, of course, for everyone. And yeah, lots of things already happened in these matches and in this tournament. It's been a very exciting tournament, that is for sure. Lots of different materials, and really excited that we have been covering all of the games except for, I want to say 4. Yes, we did not, the European Ultimate Federation did not cover 4 games out of the whole tournament with 24 teams. I think it's great. Like, as a person who likes generally watching Ultimate and watching sports, I think this is amazing and this is great. So thank you to European Ultimate Federation for that, and for also an opportunity of calling on some of these games. It's been exciting to watch some of these players playing the first hand. If you are watching that as well, say thank you in the chats, click the like button. Always good to know how many of you are watching that, how many of you are liking that. If you don't like, don't click anything. But how can you not like this kind of pass? Side to side, cross field, more than half of the length of the field, into the basically the chest level height. It's amazing. This is a great shot. Philippe Caillet showing us how it's done, and Konrad Schlor is showing us how it's caught. Great, 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 great point. Wall City. Oh, interesting. I'm curious if he's there. I would like to scout my eyes on the number 33 of Wall City, if he's actually there. He is rostered. Edward Garvey. As a person living in Latvia and training a lot with Salaspils, I have heard that name quite many times. He has been organizing a few interesting teams and played with Salaspils quite a few times. LaFotta moving that disc, and oh, that is an unfortunate drop. That is I think it's the first drop from LaFotta's O-line. That means that Wall City now, no, maybe later. That was unfortunately out of bounds for Wall City. LaFotta are getting another crack on that offense. Santucci on a chase, too far for him. I think that disc was a bit too hot from Corazza, and that did not work out for Santucci. Corazza not happy with himself. You can see the frustration in his body language. Wall City will be able to pick that up once again. And they're moving that well so far. Diekman there playing a bit of a 1-2 with his teammate. A bit of a bumping between Ridlo and his defender, but yeah, interesting to see the body language. Like, are we gonna call anything? No, we're not gonna call anything. All good, all good. Nice to see that. Basov Now, on the chase, has a reception. Is that going to be good? Oh, wow. Nice chase. Nice chase of that disc. Um, can't really see the number from here, but I will definitely let you know who that was. Oh, that was Diekman. So he started as a handler at that point, but found himself in the end zone and actually finally got the score for himself. Love it when the handlers actually find themselves in the opposite side in the end zone. And that disc, that throw was assisted by Stefan Linnemannstans. I hope I say that correctly. That is a very long last name. And I would like to recommend all the players, if you get a team survey request, to fill it in. Then it will be much easier for us commentators to pronounce your last names, especially if they are somewhat difficult to pronounce. Just a recommendation. We are back on serve, 3-3. So first break that was generated by BFD LaFotta was quickly taken back by Wall City. We are now, yes, we are now on serve. It is 3-3. And BFD took offense, the first point, and they are playing offense right now. But they are finding themselves under quite a lot of pressure. That is for sure. Oh, thinking about the deep shot. No, he likes to go to the in cut. Rossi goes around to Vozzi. A disc now with Trombetti, working together with his handler, with Laffy. Far sideline, disc is back with Laffy. Oh, there was a bit of a collision on the field. We see Santucci on the floor. And I think, oh, somebody's getting replaced as well. Somebody's calling an injury as we see number 34 on Wall City is getting on the field, Stefan Kuhn. Long shot from LaFotta into the end zone. Easy score. I'm sure that it's not easy, of course, but Simonazzi looked easy for Simonazzi, that is for sure. Um, great shot as well. Sorry, Santucci, I apologize. I've seen a 7 and I immediately thought it was Simonazzi, but it was Santucci, Giovanni Santucci, from Giacomo Rossi with that throw. Nice zipper, yes. Very zippy throws for sure. And they work well for either of the teams, actually. I've seen both Wall City and LaFotta throwing these kind of very zippy forehand throws. Pretty sure that LaFotta called a timeout. They love their timeouts. They use them tactically very well, and quite often they usually try to use as many timeouts as they can in every game. I think it's also a general Italian trait. I'm not sure style, if I want to say that, if I can say that. So yes, we're still on serve, 4-3. 2 breaks, one apiece for either of these games, and as we're having a bit of a timeout, I can tell you what's going on in the other games. So Clapham, Chevron Action Flash. I don't see a score there, surprisingly, actually. Not sure if this game is delayed. I don't think so, because the previous game actually was over before. Yes, so no score there, unfortunately, on the um, live scoring platform. You can definitely go and have a look at this game on the streams. if you would go onto the parallel stream over here. LaFotta Wall City, well, you all know what's going on here. It's 4-3 to LaFotta at the moment. We are on serve. One break for LaFotta and one break for um, Wall City. They have responded. Alba Jetsat. Alba is up on Jetsat. I think Alba is looking to get their first win, just like Iceni did in their previous game, and not come out of this game winless. Yeah, let's see what's going to happen here. So, Wall City, long shot. Is that going to work? Yes, that will work. Perfect execution. Amazing catch for number 13 over there, Hartley Greenwald. That also does not sound German, that is for sure. So number 13 is actually from the USA. He's the US player joining Wall City in their campaign of 2024. Exciting to see some international names and players on this roster. And generally playing in Europe. It's great to have that. So Philip K was that zipper, once again, of a throw to, yes, Hartley Greenwald, as I've mentioned before. Whatever BFD LaFotta talked about in their timeout, maybe didn't work just yet, or maybe it was more of a breather for them. But still, yeah, they haven't managed to generate any turnovers. That was a very nice, clean, squeaky hold from Wall City. Now LaFotta is going the other way. Lots of bids there. Rossi to Trombetti, goes to Coppi. Moving that around. Now disc is almost on, close to that. Oh, knocking on the doorstep. Oh, that was a bit of a pop-up. That disc did hang for a little bit. Rossi now goes to his teammate. I think that was Coppi, and Coppi gets it into the end zone to Kais Mate for nice score. Some of our systems are a little bit slow, unfortunately, but we are doing our best. And yes, copy to Mate. Mate, I also think, I suspect that he is not Italian, playing in an Italian team. He is. He is, looks to be a French import for them. Love to see some of the interchanges in some other teams and some other nationalities playing for other teams. Of course, I'm all for freedom of movement, and wherever you want to play, just play. So yes, they have a few imports actually on their roster from what I can see. Tal Osri from Israel and Jan Bobinet from Croatia. Interesting to see that, of course, as always. And I'm still trying to find some stats and data on Hartley Greenwald. If you know something, do let me know. The only thing I know is that he's from the United States and he's 30 years old. That's all I know, unfortunately. If you know more, tell us in the chats. Always interesting to share some of the stats with the players. And long shot going back, and once again looks it nice and easy into the end zone over there. For another score of Konrad Schlor. He can definitely run away from you. And Ferdio Rogers with that zipper of a throw. Amazing. Ferdier Rogers, the Irish player. Yes, you probably heard that name. I think he played in Ranelagh, if I remember that correctly. I've seen his name before here and there. We see some celebration, I think, on the adjacent field. I wonder who is that celebration for? The only other team, the only other game that I know that is going on, and the score is Alba Jet Set for a game for the 7th place. Alba is currently up 5-4 on Jet Set, and unfortunately I do not have a score for Clapham Chevron Action Flash. Can't update you on that one. But very likely, it most probably is a very close and exciting game. As we know, Clapham did not bring the full squad due to a wedding. So yes, priorities, of course. And this time, LaFotta moving around the back. Oh, that was... oof. That was close, of course. Laffy, though, with the disc, surveying his options, can't really find anything, and finally squeezes that into the end zone to Trombetti, of course. Trombetti with the score. 6-5, we're still on serve, so after a first couple of breaks, we are kind of a bit more settled, and we're just running the offense lines are running some perfect offense for both of the sides. I think there were a couple of turnovers, but yes, they have managed to get get the disc back. You see in the background another long shot for another game in the open division. I think that might be field 4 in front of us. I'd be curious to know which game that is, but it doesn't really matter. As we are back to Wall City against LaFotta, game for the 5th place. In this Elite Invite tournament in beautiful Leuven, with beautiful weather, as you can see, of Belgium. I think the temperature, I wonder what the temperature is. Hmm. Plus 23. This is great. Perfect weather for Ultimate. Maybe a little bit windy, and but that does not interfere at all with these kind of shots. Very long shot, basically end zone to end zone. A zipper of a throw, but looks like, judging by the body language there was a drop in the end zone by, if I saw that correctly, it was Konrad Schlor. He's been very apologetic, and his body language was quite apologetic there, of course, to his teammates, as it would be a great opportunity, basically a one-shot point. Instead, LaFotta now have an opportunity to go the other way. Great grab there by Cantu. Oof, nice, very nice. Needle there to Comirato. Comirato handling with Simonazzi. And I think Simonazzi to Jan Nowak for that score. And that's a break. Once again, LaFotta finding that break pressure. Apologies, that was Venturolli to Jan Nowak. Nice, very exciting game. Let's see if Wall City will be able to respond once again with their own, because there is a slight problem, so to say, for Wall City. If they don't respond with a hold and then with a break, that means that LaFotta will take half because they already have 7 points. So it's 7-5 at the moment. I think there may have been not really delays, but I don't have the exact timing of the match. I can check that very quickly, but we maybe... we still have plenty of time, I'm quite sure. I think we have about 50 minutes of game time left, more or less. And yeah. Unsurprisingly, can you guess who took the timeout? Anyone? No? Pretty sure it's BFD LaFotta who took the timeout. They love their timeout. And yes, usually if you see a timeout when one of the teams is at 7 points, it's going to be LaFotta taking the timeout. I think they always take a timeout regardless if they're winning or losing. If there is one team on the verge of getting to the half, especially them, there will be a timeout called by LaFotta. Almost every time. Trust me on that. Anywho, LaFotta with the pull. Zipper of a pull, doesn't really sit too much. So centered quite quickly by LaFotta. And swung to that far sideline. Ooh, wind up. Thought it's gonna go. Ooh, hammer, crossfield hammer, beautiful. Nice one. Philip K with that catch to Ferdia. Now moving it along the handlers. Some more players are coming down. Oh, that's close. Eef. Well done by K to hold on to this disc. A bit of a contact on the mark, I think, by Comirato. Doesn't really matter. They still get through, and now Wall City knocking on the doorstep. Rogers, lots of faking, and no, finally into the end zone. So Rogers got it to Ricketts, and Ricketts did find the end zone in the form of Konrad Schlor, and another score for Schlor. 7-6. Wall City need a break, of course, to bring us to the Galaxy Point, to the 7-7 situation. Otherwise, LaFotta will take half if they hold, and that would be quite important for them because they will be starting the next point on defense, as they have received in the first point. Elsewhere on the fields, we still don't have Clapham Chevy live scoring. Unfortunately, I can't bring you that score. You can, of course, go and watch the live stream if you are curious. And Alba Jet Set, Alba's still up, 7-5. Good for Alba. Nice. Jet Set would probably want to change that, I'm pretty sure. Long shot for LaFotta. Are they going to take half? Unfortunately, our AI has decided not to tell us, but the body language on the sideline is telling us that yes, it is a half. So 8-6, if I remember correctly. Yes, 8-6. Luffy with a almost end zone to end zone shot for Santucci. Santucci running this disc down and bringing us to the halftime break. I'm gonna get also a bit of a break. Don't go anywhere. Stay with us, and we'll be back in just a few moments. Welcome to the second half of the fifth place matchup between Wall City and BFD LaFotta. Wall City coming from Berlin and BFD LaFotta coming from B, Bologna. So Italy against Germany. I was trying to find out the score for Clapham Chatsat, and you won't believe it, it's also 8-6. Who's winning? Clapham. So 8 to Clapham, 6 to Chatsat at the moment on the game to the third place. The open final has not started yet. I think it is about to start. Just about now? Yes. But stay with us. This game might be over pretty soon. The pace with which these players are playing right now is quite a quick one. However, yes, there is a bit of a discussion on that call. I think there was a bit of a bump on the mark and a bit of a step also on the marker as yeah, the thrower was trying to release that disc. Maybe there was a bit of a, I'll call it wrapping. Um, yeah, there was a lot of wrapping on that mark, that is for sure, in my opinion, in my perspective. Of course, I would want, yeah, I think that mark should have been a little bit further from the thrower. Regardless, yeah, there were a few calls, a few small calls, a few very quick discussions, but Wall City are getting underway quite calmly in that first point of the second half. Oh, nice, good find here on this line in the form of Schlor. Yeah, Schlor surveying options. Nice pivot. Oh, goes back lefty. Nice, fancy. Ricketts playing around Rogers. Number 20 with the disc, looking for options. KA. Oh, finally finds a reset, but yeah, it did look like he had the disc for quite a while. I mean, I know that very often there is a, oh, come on. That's not, I think before making a call, a person should calm down a little bit. Simonazzi, yeah, he's a very experienced player, but I think sometimes if you go back, yes, it was a very, very high stall count, surely, but I think that was also could have been because of the pressure of the stall count, but that was not 10 seconds. In my opinion, in my perspective. I know I'm not on the field, but in my perspective, that was far from 10 seconds, both of these times. So maybe a suggestion for the spirit captain of LaFotta to have a look into it in the future. Long shot going in. Simonazzi on the chase. Has two defenders under that disc as well. But Simonazzi comes down with it against two defenders, so well done to him. Maybe that will calm down his nerves, or it will actually make him even more fired up. Hopefully, it's going to be the first one. I have very interesting facts being shared with me that apparently um, time is relevant, and in some parts of Europe, uh, time runs a little bit faster, and the 10 seconds can be over a lot faster than in other parts of Europe, specifically in Italy. Uh, Very interesting. I need to go to Italy again and to hear and to see how fast is my clock running and if my stall count actually is the correct one and going together with the stopwatch. I wonder if it's actually true and if somehow my stall count will be a lot faster than the 10 seconds. I wonder if it's statistically correct or if it's really a scientific fact. Could be very interesting. Right, okay. Back from jokes into the serious games. From jokes to games, sure. To sports, let's say. Uh, LaFotta with that double stall out situation um, are getting themselves a break. Tognetti to Simonazzi for that break. Simonazzi with a slightly more fired up um, demeanor, if I can say that. Yeah, finally actually getting himself a break. Wall City are looking at a 2-break deficit, or 3-break deficit if I'm right. So yeah, it could be a little bit harder for them, of course, to get it back. But let's see, they will manage to do that. But before you break, first you need to hold. Oh yeah, 2-break deficit, yes. As they are also 1 hold down, and there we go. That is the hold. This is how you start your campaign to get a couple of breaks back. We've got Ferdier Rogers, the Irish import, getting it to Konrad Schlor. Konrad Schlor, pretty sure, is the stats leader for... Oh no, he's not. Ooh. Konrad Schlor so far has 9 assists and 9 goals, and I think in this game, plus this game's 4 goals, ooh, so 9 assists and 13 goals, 22 points, while his teammate, Hartley Greenwald, oh yes, the American, Hartley Greenwald has 20 before this game, 13 assists and 7 goals, and 1 goal in this game, so 21. Okay, Cornwall Lore has the most points in the on the Wall City roster at the moment. I'm not sure if Greenwald is not playing as many points in this particular game anymore, or maybe not involved as much. Maybe possibly that LaFotta are finding the ways to shut down his throwing prowess, as he has plenty of assists on the stat sheet. LaFotta now on the attack, looking to hold. Of course, Wall City would want to find a break, but that's not going to happen, especially with, I think it was Ivan Cantu with the score. No, sorry, it was Santucci, of course. Laffi to Santucci once again for the score. I think they did that a couple of times before, once or twice. Of course, great chemistry between the BFT players. Many a times they have been playing together, and of course knowing each other pretty well there. So back on the holding streak, a couple of holds from either of the teams, but Yeah, that brings us to 2-break deficit for Wall City, meaning that, yeah, Bologna is... it's hard to get breaks out of Bologna, we all know that. We all see that every time. Yeah, Wall City did manage to do that once. We'll see if they will find another break to themselves. Good pull. Offense almost there. A bit of a crossing over between the defenders. Long shot. Great. Ooh. Wasn't sure if he was intended. I'm not sure if he was intended receiver, but great awareness, also understanding that he had a defender behind him. And if it wouldn't be him, it would be probably the defender who would be taking that disc. So really well done. Ooh, oh, nice. Oof. That was a very exciting point over there for Wall City. Good hold. Maybe too exciting, a little bit too exciting, but it is a hold nonetheless. Now they will be looking to get a break of their own. So Ricketts to Kaya. I wonder what is the correct pronunciation of his last name. Oh yes, another American on the roster, Philip Kaya. I think I've mentioned him already. The only thing that I know is that he's 35 and he plays for Wall City and he's from the USA. Hartley Greenwald also, the only things that I know about him is that he's from the USA and he's 30. That's all I know, unfortunately. I'd love to know more and I'd love to tell you a little bit more, but nope. Don't know much about them. Oh, that is a turnover from Bologna. And the travel is called. Interesting. Interesting call. But we see reenactment from the LaFotta side. Oh well, the disc will go back to Basov, to Vladislav Basov. He's gonna check that in. He's a long time standing Wall City player. Been watching him for many years on that particular roster as well, in that particular team. Moving that disc around. Disc with Diekman. And oh, unfortunately that disc dropped and hit the floor instead of hitting his teammate. And that is now turned over. LaFotta has another crack on that offensive hold. Fortunately, Wall City losing that opportunity for a break, which they so direly need, as they do need actually 2 breaks, to be completely honest. But yeah, LaFotta getting the disc back. Long shot. Fortunately, we can only judge the outcome by the body language, and looks like the outcome is a turnover, especially judging by, I think it was number 15 who threw that, or 7. Oh, I think it was number 13. Yeah, Laffy. I think he threw that, and then he was trying to calm himself down and saying like, maybe that was not on. Apparently it wasn't, as it was a turnover. So Wall City, another opportunity for a hold. Long shot now from Wall City. Oh, who read it best? Well, Actually, the Wall City player really read it best, tried to stay in, but that actually was just an unfortunate, almost a drop by him. So that has, yeah, just got knocked off his hands. Unfortunately, all by himself, and a drop from BFD LaFotta. Oh my god, with a fairly easy reception. I didn't really understand why did he move in that manner when he was receiving that disc. That disc was not that fast to warrant that kind of a body movement. But regardless, it is a drop. It is another opportunity for Wolsey. Um, difficult again. Looks like a high stall count situation. Venderholm with the disc goes to Basov. Basov centering uh, to his teammate. Garvey, not Garvey, is on the field. Oh yes, it is actually him. A couple of passes later, getting into the end zone, and exciting. Wall City are getting a break back. Very nice. Nat Garvey to Venderholm for that score. Uh, I wonder if I have any information on Nat Garvey or not. Or is it going to be the age? No. Oh, I have a lot more things about him. I really like his occupation and what he has put into our survey. Journalist, maybe. Very interesting. Yeah, very experienced player, of course, playing for about 16 years and lived in many places. And nice to see him putting his club experience, the Salaspils of Latvia. I unfortunately have not met him. I think he has played in a previous years, and I only moved back to Latvia last year, so we have not crossed paths. But yes, ultimate people and ultimate knowledge always find each other, especially if you train in a particular place. And his ultimate hero is Helen Terra. Oh, I was just commentating on her a couple hours ago. Yeah, exciting stats, exciting stuff, and we really hope, for just for the sake of the neutral, that Wall City will be able to get another break back, bring us back on serve. That would be one exciting universe point match. Ooh, nice and fancy lefty release there from Rossi. And now almost knocking on the doorstep, LaFotta of Wall City. And squeezing that in to the end zone. Past the defender. I don't think that the defender there actually seen that disc coming from behind him. And Trombetti to Laffi for that score. The score is now 11-9. Wall City are trailing by about by one break. So yes, Wall City would need to hold and break, because before you break, first you need to hold. Once again, a timeout. I wonder who called it. Wouldn't be surprised if it was LaFotta once again calling a timeout. They love their timeouts. We all know that already. And oh yay, live scoring is back. I have all the live scores for all the other matches. Alba is still up on Jet Set. They are managing to get 2 more breaks on them. 12-8. Congratulations to them. They are looking at their first win. It's not over yet, of course, but considering a 4-point cap in this particular division, the elite division, yeah, Alba might actually be getting themselves looking at their first possible win. Clapham and Chevy We actually have that score right now. It is 12-10 to Clapham. What a surprise. But again, yeah, Chevron has been turning some heads during this tournament, having some very, very strong games and very good matches. So I don't think that this is over yet. Who knows? LaFotta Wall City, something that you're watching right now, that's 11-9, and the open final has started between Gentle and Mooncatchers, and I'm not going to tell you the score because I think this is one of the games that you should watch fully and actually know what happens because it's one of these exciting matches, just like this one, I think, in my opinion. Like anytime Mooncatchers or LaFotta are involved, it's always exciting to watch the whole thing. And oh no, whoa, that was quite dangerous. And in my opinion, in my perspective, that is more on Wall City player. Um, oh, a very unfortunate shot that was hanging up in the air, and I was pretty sure that the defender from LaFotta is going to catch that, but he was unable to do that, and I think two players went for that disc at the same time, so there was a LaFotta player who jumped for the disc to knock it away, and a Wall City player who tried to save it with a very, very low catch and a layout, and I think he got knocked by some feet into his body, and yeah, it did not look pleasant. It definitely did not look pleasant. I think it was a bit of a dangerous play on the Wall City player. My personal opinion, once again, my perspective, but never want to see that. Nobody wants to see that. That is, we want to avoid the contact not generated, especially the dangerous ones. Regardless of that, LaFotta has generated a very short field for themselves for another break, and break they did. So once again, despite the best efforts of Wall City and getting one break back, LaFotta manages to get another break on them. So it is 12-9. At the moment, we have about 56 minutes of played time. Maybe we've got about 23 minutes of game time left. Pretty sure that this game is going to go to 15, as of course the pace of these games is quite high. There is not a single point. Well, there is one point that is approximately 6 minutes long. The rest of them, yeah, are all under 5 minutes of time, so very, very quick, fast-paced game. Pool's going up and is sailing out of bounds. It has been bricked by Wall City, so they're gonna bring it slightly up into the field and gonna start with a slightly shorter field in a very favorable position in the middle of the field. I think that is a little too far, but yep, players on the field are agreeing to all of that. It's all good. And Wall City's offense and handlers are getting us started. Disc now, Schlor and Ridlaw are moving that quite well. Ricketts. Disc is again with Ricketts. That is Ridlaw. Goes to Schlor. And back to Ricketts and into the end zone from Andre Ridlaw to Leo Eichler. Hope I said that correctly. Nice point. Very quick. I think it was only, I don't know, 7, 8 passes? Looked like proper ultimates. Proper ultimate point. It was very nice. Of course, just hit your cutter on the in cut, reset to the handler, get another reset to the handler, another cutter So basically textbook ultimate. Very nice to see, of course. So let's see if Wall City will be able to generate a couple more breaks out of the BFD LaFotta side. I also hope that whoever got involved into this dangerous play situation in the previous point, that they are all fine and everyone's feeling okay on the field and no serious injuries have been generated by that particular play. LaFotta, quick movement of the disc. Santucci, very expensive fakes, but goes sideways to Gasperini. Gasperini to the far sideline, and the handler there is shooting all the way to the end zone with a very nice gainer for another score. And nice celebration over there. I think it was Coppi. No, apologies. That was Santucci once again. Yes, going from the handler side all the way to the end zone once again. So Laffi to Santucci once again. They're doing that again. I've seen that connection more than once in this game. Could be at least third or fourth time. And these particular players know each other too well. And yeah, 13-10 is the score. Is the score. Yeah, as I mentioned, the ranking system, unfortunately, was not able to give me a possible result for this game because Wall City is not in the system yet. It is their first ranked matches that are counting towards the algorithm. So 6 games are going to be fed into the algorithm, and of course on Monday you will know where does Wall City stand after this 5th place matchup and getting either 5th or 6th place in that elite invite game. Long shot for Wall City player, needs to adjust but does it very well and without any particular problems. The receiver in that end zone. Greenwald to Leo Eichler. Once again, oh, Leo Eichler, 2 points in a row. Good for him. From 2 different throwers. Nice to get some of these chemistry from the other players. (13-11) is the score. Most likely we're gonna play the game to 15. If LaFotta gonna score another point, then definitely that will definitely be the case. Or if Wall City will score another couple points. Leo Eichler, the receiver of the previous 2 points, a 27-year-old from Berlin, probably playing in the club for quite some time. 13 years of playing experience, wow. And previously played in disc kick and in Wall City. National experience, U20 and U24. Very good for him. So unsurprisingly that he's scoring a couple of points for his team. And as we see on the other side, LaFotta once again striking in the end zone. And Santucci, how many points did he score in this game, I wonder? And the answer would be 6. He's leading the stats in this particular game. Giovanni Santucci, yeah, having a great game here. And this time receiving the disc from Giacomo Rossi. Giacomo Rossi has 3 points for himself, 2 assists and 1 goal, and Laffy has 4 assists and 1 goal. I'm pretty sure that all 4 assists of Laffy were actually to Santucci. I would not be surprised if that was actually the case. Um, I could actually have a look at who is leading the stats of the tournament for BFD LaFotta, and that would be, you guessed it, Giovanni Santucci with 13 points and another 6 in this game so far. Oh, by the way, do you see what's happening on the screen? What did I tell you? I told you that if it's going to be either 7 points for either team um, before half or 14 points before the end of the game, there will be a timeout. Is that a timeout? Pretty sure that is. Who called it? I'm pretty sure that it is BFD LaFotta, because they would like to calm themselves down and close off this game. We are trading holds so far, since it was 12-10, but trading holds at this point means that we are now in the 14-11 situation, and it is an opportunity, a possibility for LaFotta to close off this match and finish this particular game and finish their tournament on a win. So let's see if they will manage to do that, or if Wall City, I'm sure that Wall City have other plans. They definitely have some plans of scoring a couple of breaks. First, they will want to score a hold, then maybe 3 breaks or so to win this game themselves. Let's see if we're gonna get a universe point out of this game. Wouldn't that be exciting? Wall City, so far, moving the disc around the handler space. Schlor now comes in, gets a gainer. Short gainer, but still, gainer nonetheless. And a long shot now. Goes to Ferdio Rogers, and that is never coming back in. Unfortunately, very unfortunately for Wall City, that possibility of winning the game in this particular point might actually come to fruition for BFT LaFotta. Let's see what's going to happen here, as I think it is number 57. No, that's a little too far for our cameras to see the numbers well enough. Oh yes, I think it is 27, so probably Santucci once again picking up the disc. Centers to Comirato. Bit of a shovel pass, and whoop, yeah. I think Philip K. Philip K actually read this a little bit earlier, and it's good to see that Venturelli did not really go for this disc, as he probably realized that K is, has a better position over there defensively, and yeah, good spirit there. Oh, wow. That's some good communications between Rogers in the end zone, going for the end zone, and Kay in the end zone in a better position for a score. I wonder if they did yell at each other, if Kay actually had to yell, no, that's mine, because he was in a much better position for a score. And Rogers had to twist his body around a little bit uncomfortably, of course, to make that catch. And Kay had made this catch without any problems. Schlor with the assist over there, so they are delaying LaFotta's chances to get this all-important 15 score. Let's see if Wall City will able to generate a turnover and possibly generate a break, or maybe two. If it would be two, that would be great, and we would get a universe point. That would be very, very exciting. We still have 14 minutes to play of regulation time, but it doesn't really matter because LaFotta is already on the 14, so it is a game to 15 regardless of time limits. LaFotta starting to move that disc around the back, finally getting out of their end zone. That was a beautiful pull by Wall City. Moving that. Luffy was the disc, an author of many assists. Whoa, what a snack there by Vozzi. Finally, he finds Gasperini. Gasperini and Luffy, I think, are moving the disc around pretty well. Saracco. And, good try. Very, very good try. Once again by Gasperini to get a second or third try on that disc. But yeah, that was very close. And fortunately, that did not work out for them. So now, Wall City, are they going to punch it in? Not quite. Oh, I think there was a receiver open, and that receiver is definitely wide open. Wall City are getting a break back. Nice. That is great. Love it. Rogers to K. K scoring 2 points in a row now. Really cool. Very nice for him. And yeah, also getting some connections from Schlor and from Rogers. K looks like one of the pivotal players. He's staying for the second point in a row. I wonder if Wall City gonna manage to get another turnover out of BFD LaFotta. Looks like another timeout called. Guess by whom? Looks like LaFotta did not like not winning. During the 2 points that they already had 14. So now maybe they're gonna discuss that and say like, maybe it's time to win for us. But I think this is also quite advantageous for Wall City because they can rest their best players once again. Maybe Schlor is one of them, K is one of them. They have some. Maybe Basov will go back on the field. Maybe Garvey or Greenwald, possibly. No, why not? They have some good lines who can generate some turnovers out of LaFotta's side. They can also take some rest and try to put and mount some defensive pressure on them. And who knows? Universe points. Would love to see that. Elsewhere on the streams, we've got Clapham and Chevy. This game is over. 15-13. Clapham is taking the third place in the Open Division in the Elite Invite tournament. Alba Jet Set still ongoing. Alba still up. Jet Set is managing to claw a couple of breaks back, so Alba is now 14. Jet Set 12. Gentle Mooncatchers? Nope, not gonna tell you. To this game, back to this game, LaFotta looking to close off this game, and a layout block by Andre Ridlo there will give an opportunity to Wall City for a possible break. Is it gonna be 2 breaks in a row? Love to see that. Ridlaw with the disc. Ridlaw, oh no, a throwaway. Unfortunate for him. I think that this got picked up by the wind, and maybe that angle was not something that he has planned in his mind. And LaFotta will get another opportunity for a disc. Sorry, for a point, for a hold, as they're gonna pick up the disc. and start moving that the other way. Long shot, not taken. Inside, and Ridlow? Was that Ridlow once again? Where's the block? I think it was. I think the only thing that he needs to do now is to score. No, he does not score. He will be happy with the block, just as happy with the block, and Wall City will be quite happy with that break. LaFotta's body language is telling some stories, I think. So let's see. 14-14, Konrad Schlor to Hartley Greenwald for that equalizer, and Universe Point at 14-14. Exciting, as we see one of the Jinx players. Oh yeah, Hannah Schrempf. Yes, I actually played with her in Edinburgh a while ago. Good to see lots of support from Jinx. Of course, another club from Berlin, and pretty sure that's another timeout, but I don't think that this timeout is from LaFotta. I think they used all of their timeouts. This time it might actually be from Wall City. What are your predictions? Tell us in the chats. What do you think is going to happen in this game, in this Universe Point? Is Wall City will manage to break one more time, and the most important point, the Italian side, or is LaFotta gonna get their act together and win and finally win this game? They had plenty of opportunities, let's put it this way. Since they scored 14-11, it was all Wall City. So maybe Wall City knows how to work under pressure. We see some support from Lev Kevalchuk as well on the sideline from the female matching player of Jinx. Once again, nice to see some support, like I said, from another club from Berlin. And we are underway in the Universe Point between BFD LaFotta and Wall City, Berlin Wall City. Unfortunately, quite anticlimactic. That pull is sailing out of bounds. That is too long, looks like too much mustard. Is put on that disc, too spicy for the field to handle and for the disc to land in the field. It's gonna be brought into the field by LaFotta, and yep, it's gonna be checked in. There we go. Let's see. First, reset to the handler, an upline, and a block. Is there going to be a call? No, no call. 1-2, quick 1-2 between the Wall City players. Some of the handlers, I think it was Ridlow and Rogers. Rogers, now a gainer, and into the end zone. It looks like there is a call of not in. Nope, that is quickly retracted, and Wall City, 5th place, after being down on LaFotta 14-11, they managed to hold and then break LaFotta side 3 times in a row. Ladies and gentlemen, that was an exciting game. Very quick last point. It was not a nail biter for sure. Just a nice German effective point scoring. Let me put it this way. Congratulations to Wall City. Commiserations to LaFotta. Looks like maybe some of the Jinx support also helped them a little bit, and some of the knowledge of the Jinx side as well helped them a little bit. Congratulations, like I said, to Wall City for getting the 5th place of this in this tournament. Commiserations to LaFotta, who probably looked at finishing a lot higher than 6th, but yeah, it is what it is. Not much to say. Alba finally won a game in this tournament. So 15-12 they finished against Jet Set. And Clapham won over Chevron Action Flash as well, 15-13. I think I have already mentioned that this game was over. And Gentle Mooncatchers, halftime. Let me just say that. It's halftime, and it is the game within 1. So don't go anywhere. Next up on this particular stream, I'm going to be replaced by Merit Trap. They will be commentating on the mixed 5th place game between Reading and Tartu. Oh, nice game, very nice game. Tartu played on this field earlier in the morning against Marshot, and they did really well. They finally found their first win, as they were winless early in the tournament. And yeah, they're gonna go against Reading, who I think actually have a couple of wins already, and it might be a rematch. I'm not sure. Anyway, I'm gonna sign off. Thank you all very much for listening. Thank you for watching. Thank you for tuning in the streams. Thank you to our production team as well. Been a pleasure. Thanks, Nemo, and see you in another one. Bye, everyone. I've been Dmitry Doroshenko, signing off.